Hello, everyone. This is Jade Inspiration Masters. We are a communication leadership training institute based in the United States. We conduct the programs for corporate in terms of public speaking, communication, leadership, and also we have amazing youth programs run throughout the nation, available in all the 50 states and Canada. That is on public speaking, leadership, and online presentation skills. And also, if you are in Dallas, Fort Worth area, we have 10 physical locations in the DFW area. Again, this is Jay. As a part of our inspiring series, we get this great opportunity to meet the difference makers, the entrepreneurs, the artists, the people who are making a difference, not just in the United States, but around the world. And today I have an amazing difference maker here with me. Let's find out who our difference maker today is. Hello, everyone. This is Jay, and I have a very special guest here with me, Miss Kajori Dasgupta. She is an author, she's a singer, and a performer. Welcome, Miss Kajori, to Inspiration Masters.
Hi, Jay. Nice to be here. Thank you so much for having me here. Yeah.
And thank you. I'm glad you found time. And finally, we are here. So I'm just so glad to have you here. And let me give you a brief introduction. We'll be, of course, finding out everything from her because she is on stage. So obviously, I should not be introducing her, but we'll ask her direct questions and we'll find out everything. So again, this is Jay. As a part of our inspiring series, we get this amazing opportunity to meet the difference makers. And Miss Kajori Das Gupta was born in a small town in Bihar in India, and she started exploring her passion for singing at a very early age. And she got her lessons from some of the renowned gurus. After finishing her graduation, she moved to United States, and recently she has published a book, Ambient Silence. Again, the book is called Ambient Silence. And stay put, we are going to be finding out all about that. You have a very intriguing title for everyone, Ambient Silence. So we are going to be finding out a whole lot about it. So first, would you like to tell us more about it? Because none of our viewers know what the book is all about. So if you want to tell us more.
Sure. So ambient silence. Okay. I mean, when we think about ambience, it's always like, it's a beautiful ambience, right? Yeah. And then the silence. Okay. This book is very close to my heart, very, very close to my heart. And when I was writing, I didn't know that I was going to publish it. Okay. And this is a fiction, but even in this fiction, there are a lot of true stories are there. And like I said, it's very close to my heart, meaning I have gone through everything. Okay. And when I was thinking that, I am that unique person, I realized that, no, I'm not that unique. Okay. There are so many women. Okay. So my book is really a bit about domestic violence. Okay. Or this is like, we are so good to hide our emotion to others, and we don't tell them that, what we have been going through, how we are feeling and all that. So personally, I have experienced in my life, I was in a relationship with my husband, ex-husband, and he was very abusive. So, and it did not end very well. I mean, I will come back to that later on.
Yeah. So this is very interesting for everyone to know, and I think that explains the ambient silence. That there is something, but we are silent about it. And I think you are giving it a voice. That's what I understand from first words. That you're bringing out something which is not talked about a whole lot in society.
That is true. That is true.
So tell us how did it all come by? Like, because there is a part where you go through something and then you might always be having a struggle. Should I or should I not share? So tell us something about how did you come to the point that now I think this is going to a point where I need to share and my story might help somebody else. Tell us more about it.
So I started, since I was really having issues with my ex-husband, and once that chapter closed, I'm not going to tell you how it closed because you
Mm-hmm.
really have to get the book for
Uh-huh.
that.
Uh-huh.
And so once it closed, then I realized that, okay, my situation was not very unique. And then I had the courage to seek for counseling. And
Mm-hmm.
when I started counseling and going to the counselor or psychiatrist, to know that what did I do wrong? Okay. And
Right.
they were like, no, 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 it's not you who did
Mm-hmm.
anything wrong. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so it took a long time to understand that, okay, it was not my fault,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what usually they tell you, like, if you hadn't done that, I wouldn't be doing this to you.
That is right. Yeah. So it is
It's
always
not
in
my
relationship. Yes. Mm-hmm.
relationship, any partner. Okay. And so I started writing,
Mm-hmm.
that, what I have been through, what I have gone through. And when that chapter closed, I had a child who was only 6 years old at the time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So one fine day, I became a single parent. Okay. And it just tell you, like, it's about knowing that, am I relieved,
Mm-hmm.
or am I really, I'm going to even suffer more, because it's an unknown world to me. I was staying
Okay.
with her known enemy, and now I'm thrown out,
Mhm.
and facing the world, which
Yeah, that
makes
is
me
true, right? Because you don't
angry.
know which way it's gonna go. Is it gonna get better or is it gonna get worse? Because that would be somewhere you don't even know.
Correct. So
Interesting.
though I had a job, I was working independent, I was making money, and I didn't have any issues with taking care of my child or paying the
Mhm.
rent and all, etc. So so how did I start to write? So I started writing the book, or I did not plan that it will be published one day. And so I started writing the book, and it took me almost 10-15 years.
Mhm.
Okay, so I would be writing, almost every day. I'll go back, correct it, I'll make sure that,
Mhm.
everything looks okay. And so when I was going through that writing, I started talking about it a little to my friends.
Mhm.
And then I realized that I really am not an unique person, because there are so many,
That is
there
right.
are, there are so many women like me, and they're all, hiding.
Mhm.
Okay. They're all, and they don't want to talk about their issues. They really don't want to talk about their issues. And so at the time, I thought that, okay, um, my children were growing up, and my present husband, bless his heart, he's a sweetheart. He and my children, I mean, they all said that, Mama, you have been working so hard for this issue. Why didn't you go ahead and just publish it?
Mhm.
Okay. So then I started really, really think about, like, okay, now I really have to, not rewrite, edit the whole journal.
Mhm.
And then I just, took the effort to, like, how to go about, the publishing the book.
Right. So, I mean, you had all the collection together. You were writing every day and developed the whole book.
Yes.
So, was it some point? Was it a statistics you found out, or that this is not very uncommon? A lot of people go through that.
Yeah. Then I really started finding out, like, especially even in country like USA,
Hmm.
1 in 3
Hmm.
women are physically abused
Hmm.
in this country. and that could be like, a slap, a pushing, shoving. And 1 in 7 are brutally, I mean, they really are physically
So
abused. So
that's a big number.
that's a
That's a
big
very
number.
big number.
So it's
I did
very,
not know that. I would not even guess or be even close in my guess.
yeah, that's
That
what
is that tells a lot. Yeah, it says a lot about the society. So I'm really surprised because I would be surprised with the number. I think so would be so many of our viewers would be too because that's a very big number.
and here I'm talking about like, 1 in 3, meaning little bit of slapping, pushing, and all that. Okay, I'm not talking about verbally abuse, right? So that is,
Right.
maybe it's more.
It doesn't even count, right?
Yes,
So
yeah. So
that
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 could be even more.
that means when you're looking up a group sitting in a restaurant and having fun, probably 10 people together, that means you can see that's dire in terms of numbers, right? Something is going on wrong.
Yes,
Probably quite a bit number of people's lives right there.
right
Or
there.
you see the
And also
fancy
at the
pictures on
same
social
time,
media.
1 in 4, 1 in 5 men also, they
Hmm.
are abused by their partner.
Hmm.
Not like only women,
Yeah, it's
So
both sides. Yes, of course.
yes,
Yeah.
both sides.
Yes.
And maybe because of the physical, I mean, women may not be able to hit some guy,
Uh-huh.
or abuse in such a way that that person is going to really be, suffering from.
Right. Hmm.
So other than that, I think, yeah, I mean, it's a big issue, I
So
think,
yeah, I think
It's
you putting a light to something which is not talked about as much. That's not known as much. Well, I cannot say that. I mean, when you hear that numbers, then you can say that that's not even known, but it's not talked about. It, I would say, because it's practically known to people, or maybe those who are involved are not realizing what they're doing, or something is not matching up. Right? You always
something.
think that way. Yeah, that's correct.
And abusive relationship, it doesn't discriminate, meaning,
Hmm.
when we talk about, in USA, if it is 1 in 3 and happening, that's the ratio.
Hmm.
Most of them are educated,
Yeah. So yeah, that
independent,
was about I was about to question that. Okay, are
independent.
this what about the level of education they have, and how does that work out? Because the numbers are so big. That means, and we do have a higher level of education, no matter
Yes,
which way you
yes.
look at
So I was, when I was writing my book, I was reading a lot about it also,
it. Hmm.
and some true stories. There are so many books about it, so many books.
Hmm.
Um, and so I would be reading something from a doctor's, psychiatrist, and I'm like, psychiatrist, I mean, you should be know how to handle your husband,
Hmm.
but you are in a relationship, you just are, it's like you're drowning in that relationship, there's
Hmm.
no way out.
Hmm.
It's like a spider web, like,
Right.
the spider goes in there, and then, the
Yeah.
wave, uh, up, right? And
Right.
finally, one fine day, you notice that, okay, I really cannot go out.
Hmm.
Okay, there is no way out.
That's right. Yeah. So, what have you touched in the part of the book? What is your main idea of presenting, and what can people learn from it, and how do they grow from it?
First, I think I can. I'm not a speaker in that way, right? So I can only tell you that, how I have helped myself.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is like, um, counseling is very important.
Hmm.
Okay, and yes, we women are very strong. We can take care of ourselves. We
Hmm.
really can. Okay,
Right.
and confide, talk to your friends, talk to
Hmm.
your family.
Right.
Okay. let people know that you are in this sort of situation. And especially in these days,
Mm-hmm.
okay, everyone has, most of them have a smartphone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in this kind of relationship, download the that hot number, like they have for
Uh-huh.
and all. Okay.
Right. Just keep it
So
handy and
just
have
keep
it
it handy.
accessible at any
And,
time.
you can even
Yeah.
do SMS to them, like someone is coming, and that person
Right.
might
Mm-hmm.
be dangerous actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember, it just sometimes I feel like that, it he my ex-husband was abusive, very, very abusive to me, to my son. So I think I started to take the decision, or I started making the decision
Mm-hmm.
that I needed to be out of this marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And before that, I tried very hard to make it work. Okay. I mean, I'm from India, right? So I prayed to all
Mm-hmm.
the, holy temple, right? And
Yeah,
get
true.
this dhaga, get that dhaga, because
Mm-hmm.
that will
Yeah.
change my husband's
Because it's a loop, right?
uh,
Because somebody in the family, so do this, do this, do this.
yeah,
I mean, there might be a lot of suggestions coming through.
decisions, right?
Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, that's right. That is so true. That is so
Yeah.
true. And what I think you already did because your story, when you put it on paper, it inspires so many people. And even if you put your own experiences, those
Oh,
experiences will be a guide to other people, what to do, what not to do, or what are the alarming points. What are the points at which we should be alarmed, or where would you think that the things which you think normal are not normal?
um,
I guess that would be the thing which would be coming out of the book, that people would find out when to draw the line, that now this is not normal. And let's look at the book.
okay. So here is my book.
Okay, Ambient Silence is here in front of you, and the book is available on Amazon. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think the ideas which you are sharing, that would be very important for everyone, because it is bringing up to into light something which is very common now. After talking to, I realize that it is not a very uncommon thing. It is not something which happens to someone, but it's widespread. So again,
Um,
ambient
if I want,
silence.
if I want to add one thing, this interview, and also like when I was talking,
Uh-huh.
with Arjun Avinita,
Uh-huh.
yeah, just think about it that I have so many friends here, right? They don't
Uh-huh.
know about
Mm-hmm.
come out of my shell,
Uh-huh.
come out from my comfort zone, and to admit that yes, I've been physically abused by
Mm-hmm.
my ex-husband.
Mm-hmm.
It was not an easy task.
It's not easy, and I really appreciate you taking that step. And it needs a lot of courage to come out and say something like that. When for so many years, somebody who know you very well don't know about it. So that is amazing, and that would be very inspiring for everyone to see that. And your stance, you coming out, might be critical and very helpful to so many people.
And also, like, there is a second chance. Like, I have my husband, my present husband, he's a professor. And then my children, they are not ashamed that, his wife or, their mom, went through the situation like that. They're
Mhm.
like, no, it's okay. If you can't do it, then who will?
Right,
The resources, daddy is supporting you, we are supporting you, so
right.
you really have to go out and talk about it, and
Yeah.
just spread the word that yes, happiness can be achieved
Mhm.
after a broken marriage. Okay.
Mhm.
And also, even without a man, we can do it.
I think you giving so many amazing and inspiring things for a lot of people to understand that Things can be normal. Whatever is gone is gone. It's past, and then you move on, but without hiding it. Just get into the open. And when you openly talk about it, probably it makes you relaxed, the family relaxed, the people around you, they feel more comfortable over a period of time. Probably that might be a great thing, that you never have anything hidden or left behind, but you can fully live with that. This is what it is, and I think that takes a lot of courage. So that's very, very widely appreciated. I think those who are watching probably know that to do something, to say something is very easy, but to go out and do that is a very difficult thing. And you've done it. So I'm glad that we're talking about it and we're talking openly about it. So that would shed a light and bring a lot of awareness to a lot of people who might not be knowing about it. Especially, at least before we started talking, I did not know that it was so much widespread. I would think that okay, it must be happening somewhere to someone, but I did not know about the numbers. It's very alarming. So everyone, thanks for staying put. So please share your message from the book which you want to convey.
First of all, I think women, we need to respect ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and we have to believe that we can do it,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and any kind of misbehave is not acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Not acceptable. Okay, if it has, if it happens once, there is a possibility that it may happen again. Okay, because you see, even Hollywood, Bollywood, they're all making movies about this. Recently,
Right.
we have this Bollywood movie called Thappad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's there, very much is there, right? But still we are not doing anything about it. In India, actually 30 to 40% of women
Mm-hmm.
are being abused almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
And that too, like this, sometimes they are ending up at the hospital, or sometimes they cannot even talk about to their own parents, because it's like you have done something wrong.
Uh-huh.
बेटी किसी भी तरह मना के तो रह जाना.
Mm-hmm.
If you come back to your Maike, then what people are going to talk about? No, so that's what I'm trying to say, that no, help is
Right.
out there. Okay,
Right. Uh-huh.
like I said, it doesn't discriminate. You could be scientist, but you are suffering from something like domestic violence. Okay, and you really need to immediately seek help with a counselor, and be strong and talk about your problem openly, because
That
it's
is
not
right.
you.
And
It
I
took
think that's what signifies, right? That is what is in the ambient silence. So I think everybody watching you pretty much got the idea. The book is available on Amazon. So again, Ms. Kajori, thank you so much for sharing such great information. I think it'll be inspiring for everyone to know more about. And of course, everyone can go to Amazon and check it out. It's Ambient Silence. So, would you like to share your information? Where can people find more information about you, or if you're running any of the activities which are surrounding your book? Please share.
Yeah, sure. Very active on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Kajori Dasgupta, and Instagram. And then also I have YouTube channel that is creativekajori.com.
Okay, so again, Creative Kajari on YouTube, and also she's
Yes.
active on Facebook and Instagram. So you can find with her name. Again, Ms. Kajuri, thank you so much for today and sharing all this information about this amazing book. On behalf of the entire team at Inspiration Masters, I thank you so much. And
Thank you
wish
so
you
much.
all the best for all the upcoming endeavors. So, again,
Thank you.
keep us informed. And I think before I go, there is something which is coming up, that's your own composition coming up. So
Yes.
it's a rock based song, which is your own composition, that is coming up soon. So we'll be looking forward to that. And again, everyone, thanks for watching. It was great to have you all here. And I hope you enjoyed and find out some more information. This is Jay at Inspiration Masters. Please don't forget to hit the like button on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you do not miss any of the interviews. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.